Good morning. My name's Mark Allen Lovewell, and with me is Molly Conole. And glad to see you. You just saw Ashley. Ashley is warming our morning. And we're here this morning to invite you tonight for Sunday at Sea. Come on, Molly, let's join in.
Tonight. I was enjoying looking at the fire.
Yeah, she's pushing the camera tripod around, doing all that needs to be done so that we can give you a little spice about what we might be doing, what we will be doing tonight.
A little warmth.
Anyhow, Sunday at Sea. Come tonight at 7 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
And we'll have a really good time. Today's the first day of March. And I would say, looking outside, that it has come in like a lamb.
We had the lion last month, a couple days ago.
And yesterday we started hearing the spring birds of spring singing in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that
so
was nice.
Our thoughts, we're pointed in a new direction.
That's right.
Away from all the snow and
crazy stuff.
Piles of snow and crazy stuff that's going around. So
we're going to be bringing joy tonight. It's on the menu.
It's on the menu, so please join with us tonight. We're going to also pay a little tribute to the Fisher Poets Gathering, which is just concluding this weekend.
Absolutely.
In Astoria. So anyhow, come join with us and have some coffee this morning.
Drink up.
And we'll see you tonight, okay?
Ooh, let's leave them with a nice view of the fire again. It's so nice. It's so comforting. Here we go. Oh, yeah, zoom in. That's so nice. Wishing you a wonderful day.
Bye.
Welcome. I love the bell.
There we go. Welcome to the bell. Here we go.
Ready.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Allen Lovewell. I'm a folk singer from the island of Martha's Vineyard, and seated right next to me is the beloved, the really beloved. We really love her.
Beloved.
Molly Conole. You know, people just adore her as we go around. She writes songs, tells stories, you know, and commands a real wonderful respect in this community here and also on the West Coast. So anyhow, thank you for joining with us.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, people over there in the balcony. Thank you for joining us. Wait, there's more over there. Hey, guys.
Oh, my gosh.
They're all over the place. They're all over the place.
Thank you for being with us. Thank you for joining with us.
Yeah.
So we made it through last weekend's big storm on Sunday night, right?
We did.
Barely, but this community took a really big hit.
A big hit. We did. We'll talk more about that later. We also had made it through this weekend. Sadly, we weren't there, but this weekend was the Fisher Poets Gathering in Astoria, Oregon, which is talk about beloved, was in its 28th year this year, and just has so many amazingly talented, thoughtful storytellers, poets, and songwriters, just people who know how to tell something from the heart and talk about fishing, a whole weekend of it. And it's amazing. It's really riveting and wonderful. And we missed all of our friends there very much. And we know that they did a fabulous job. And we hope we'll be there next year. We were with you in spirit so much.
Yeah, we made a deliberate decision not to attend this year because it's just traveling was too iffy.
Yeah,
We need more certainty when we make that kind of an expense of both time and energy and money. And well, we love everybody over there, and they do underwrite the costs that are associated with it. We just couldn't feel comfortable, safe, and of course this weekend, the national, international news is weird. So anyhow, we hopefully everything will settle down so that we can attend next year. We love the folks at Fisher Poets Gathering.
Yeah.
They're commercial fishermen, most of them, who write poetry, and they share their poems. And they're from the Bering Sea up in Alaska all the way to the Gulf of Maine. It's a wonderful gathering of like-minded poets, musicians, folk singers, storytellers. We get a good dose of enthusiasm and encouragement for what we do, and we also do the same for them.
Yeah,
so
that's right. Well, and we have a song that we did there a year ago yesterday, and we performed it last night as well at the Chilmark Potluck Jam, and that was so much fun. We had a wonderful time there. So if we couldn't be there, Chilmark was another nice little trip, a little drive, and that was fun
20
to see
miles
a lot
away
of great
versus,
friends.
Versus 3,000 miles
away.
Right. And so we sang this wonderful song that Molly wrote
last
2
year.
years ago. You wrote it 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah. And it was written for last year's Fisher Poets Gathering, and that's where we debuted it. And we wanted to do it again for you tonight. It's called Tell Me the Stories. We also recorded it this past week. We had a lot of fun in the studio. The album's coming along, so that's exciting.
We told you we're doing a CD that's going to come out this year.
It's getting there.
Significant progress. We recorded this song.
Yay. Oh, we've got some great comments already, and I'll read them after we sing the song. I can't wait. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We love you all.
All right, I'm going to do the whole top part.
Go for you. Good. Life on the water was a hard way to go, but Papa headed out with the rising sun. Old wooden boat that stank from bait filled her hold, got home not late with overflowing fish for everyone. Fixed the nets himself, you know, ready to head out, just go to catch the fish and overflow the docks. Oh, show me the pictures and tell me the stories of days of plenty, days of yore. Morning out, home by supper, days of dreams seem gone forever, except for tales. So tell me some more. Tell me more. It used to be so easy, just stand and wait for more. Yet see 'em almost waiting for the Lord. You couldn't recast fast enough, plenty for the neighbors wasn't tough. They'd almost volunteer to jump on shore. Dock sides were good. The kids learned from there. The eels and squid were plenty, bait fish too. Enough for home to trade or sell. A kid could hustle and do well. Such bounty for the seagulls' bellies too. Oh, show me the pictures and tell me the stories of days of plenty, days of yore. Morning out, home by supper, days of dreams seem gone forever, except for tales. So tell me some more. Tell me more. Oh, dare we dream these days come back? Can we get the world on track? Fix the balances, the give and take for our kids, their kids. So much at stake. So much at stake. Show me the pictures and tell me the stories of days of plenty, days of yore. Morning out, home by supper, days of dreams seem gone forever, except for tales. So tell me some more. Tell me some more. Tell me more. Thank you. That sounded so good.
Thank you.
Sounded good. Thank you. Thank you. Oh boy, we got a lot of people here.
Oh,
We've
wow.
got Shelly's joining us. We got Nancy. We got Joanne. We got Carol. Thank you guys. Lloyd is here. Oh, Lloyd, we missed you too.
Lloyd, we miss you.
We missed you. Thank you, everybody. Thank
Oh
you
my
for
gosh,
your
what
sweet
a
comments.
treat.
Thank you so much. We love you guys. Thank you.
So we really have to say this. These are lovable folks. You know, they stand up and they tell you a story on stage that really chills you about challenges and dangers and the hardship of working hand on hand, you know, on a ship hundreds of miles from port. And you really get pulled into these amazing stories and are just what an amazing profession commercial fishing is. And yet in the quiet of off stage, these and you're just hanging out with them. They're the most lovable folks. I mean, waterfront. I'm sure many of you already know this, that if you've worked on the waterfront, or you've hung out on the waterfront, the community, the sense of community you get on the waterfront. I'm sure cowboys feel differently too, but the idea is this just a treasure, just a great thing.
And don't you think that maybe some of that is like really understanding the hardship of it and being able to relate to people that experience that same thing, which reminds me of a book that grabbed me today. And it reminded me of, well, what we do here. We're really committed to our kind of our slogan, which you have on a t-shirt, making music and making joy, sharing music and making joy. That's kind of what we're committed to. And we know that can be hard when sometimes joy is not surrounding us. But that speaks to what I saw in this book. It's called The Book of Joy. I'm going to show you a close-up of it because I want you to see.
The ferry boat horn.
Oh, that was so good. This is a book featuring a conversation, a 5-day conversation, just 5 days, between two people that have experienced a lot of hardship, but also because of that, know how to treasure and make joy. And this is the Dalai Lama and Archbishop Desmond Tutu. So it grabbed me, the book. I haven't read it yet, so I can't say what I think of it, but I have a feeling I'm going to like it, just because I love the message of it. The Book of Joy, what's not to like?
It's the Book of March. Let's in the month of March.
The month of March, that's right.
Dive deep into this one.
That's right. And this was another thing I heard today. So you know when things like sort of synchronicity, they speak to you? This was the thing that I heard today. It was at the end of church, but I've taken out any religious references to it because this really didn't need to have that. So it's just a beautiful sort of way to live. And it said, as you leave this place, when you meet anger, speak with love. When you meet fear, speak with hope. When you meet pain, speak with gentleness. But no matter what, speak good news. For the good news is love and justice for all. And it is joy that surprises us and nonviolence that transforms. The good news is alive in the world, so go forth speaking. For if you won't, then who will? We're going to do it. Woo!
Aren't you glad you just heard this from her?
It's kind of a thing that we do, you know? Because there's enough of the other stuff. We got to be the antidote to that, right? Got to be the antidote to that.
Yeah, we've been rolling our eyes for the last few days, and I think that's probably enough to be.
That's enough to say. But we got a nice wintry song to sing now. We got a nice one all the way from Greenland.
Yeah, this is a different kind of Greenland than you've been hearing about in recent news.
That's right.
There's been some amazing stories around here on the East Coast about right whales prevailing, pulling through, making it through. And, yes, there have been a few incidences reported of whales dying. But the great news is that they seem to be hanging in there. They seem to be doing all right. And so we follow this story very carefully around here because these are our waters, and this is their waters. And right whales were spotted south of Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket. Cape Cod Bay and all the way down the East Coast. And so, anyway, I've pulled a sea shanty out.
We love this song. We love it. It's one of my favorites. Mark does it so well.
In 1853, and on June the 13th day, our gallant ship her anchors away, for Greenland bound away, brave boys, for Greenland bound away. Well, the lookout, he stood in the cross trees, with a spyglass in his hand. There's a whale, there's a whale, there's a whale, fishy cry. She blows at every span, brave boys. She blows at every span. Well, the captain, he stood on the quarterdeck. What a fine old man was he. Overhaul, overhaul, let your davit tackle swell, and launch your boats out to sea, brave boys, and launch your boats out to sea. Well, we launched our boats with the men aboard, and the whale was in full view. Resolved was each sailor bold to sail where the whale fish blew, brave boys, to sail where the whale fish blew. Well, we struck that whale and the line paid out, but she gave a flourish with her tail, and the boat capsized and 4 men were lost. We never caught that whale, brave boys. We never caught that whale. To lose that whale, our captain, he said, it grieves my heart full scorn, but to lose 4 of my gallant men, it grieves me 10 down more, brave boys. It grieves me 10 down more. A dreadful place, a place that's never green, where the ice and snow and the whale fishes blow, and daylight seldom seen, brave boys,
That's so good. I love that song. You do it so well. And of course, my favorite part is when the whale gets away. That's my favorite part. Let's say hi to some more people. We got Jackie. Jackie is here. We got Bill is here from Texas.
Hey,
it's
Bill.
so cool. Oh, we're so glad you're all here. It's wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you. It's wonderful. I'm thinking of Bill being down in Texas and wondering about the weather down there because we've had such crazy weather here. That was the blizzard. My brother is also out in California in Los Angeles, and it was 90 degrees. It's 90 degrees there. That's crazy already. What is this? It's February, now just March. 90. Wow. Crazy.
We had quite a storm.
Weather's crazy.
You know, for those of us followed us on Sunday night, we had a really good show. We had to put together a good show and you're out there. Well, within hours, the weather deteriorated around here, or the weather we got wind, we got snow.
So much wind, so much
I think probably
power damage.
I think we'll be talking about this storm. It was an offshore hurricane, a cold core, a winter hurricane. We had recorded winds here of 69 miles per hour above this house, right here. And we watched it Monday morning with the wind, and within minutes of winds like that, the power went out. The power went out everywhere, almost everywhere. Most of the Vineyard, most of Nantucket, Cape Cod.
Some people have been without power for like 5 days, and some are still without power.
We were lucky. We were without power for 8 hours, and that was very hard for us.
That was enough.
That was enough because we had flooding in my basement. I have sump pumps that are necessary to keep the basement and keep the basement dry, and when the power goes out, they stop working.
They stop, yeah.
So the water came in, but we were fortunate we were able to get a 12-volt sump pump up and running in the late afternoon.
You've heard of MacGyver. We were MacGyvering down in the basement.
We had 12-volt sump pump running, and then no sooner than we got that thing going, the power came on.
It was such a relief.
So the 110-volt sump pumps clicked in and started doing what they were supposed to do. But we were fortunate.
Yes, very
My
fortunate.
brother went without electricity in Edgartown for days.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I know somebody who just got it back yesterday too, so that was...
Some of the, I don't know how many of you visit YouTube, but there was some amazing footage coming out of Nantucket, some of Martha's Vineyard, and Cape Cod. They had over 30 inches in Rhode Island, you know.
Right.
We only had like 12 inches here.
But the wind.
But it was the wind that
us.
Really put us down. But
there's
you
still
just
a lot of trees down everywhere.
Visualize.
A friend of ours, our dear friend Brian Weiland, who plays with us the Hammer Dulcimer when we do the Christmas at Sea programs, his wife had a great quote that I have to read to you. Jen, I'm giving you full credit for this fabulous quote that has to do with this past month. This has been the most February of any February that ever Februaried. I'll say that again. This has been the most February of any February that ever Februaried.
Don't you agree?
Jen, that was brilliant.
You wrap yourself around that one.
Absolutely true. But the cool thing, what I have to say, it was kind of, until the basement started flooding, it was actually kind of a fun thing to have a day where it was like, all right, conserve the cell phone battery, don't be doing electronics, and to bring out some projects that were totally analog, like this one. Take a look. I'm going to see if I can get this in the right place for you here so you can
take your time.
see it.
Now, this is because it's important.
Yeah, here we go. See if I can get this around, and then I can swivel it. My hooking project, my latest hooking project. So you know I like to do rug hooking. I got introduced to it, and here was my first project. You might recognize that guy.
Boat, sea shanty.
The sea shanty boat. That's right. And there we are in there. Having a good time.
She made that, handmade it, hand stitched it.
Always wanted to know how to do rug hooking. Well, there's a fabulous group on the island that has been teaching a lot of different people. And this here, I'm going to see which camera angle you're going to see it best. I think this one over here. So I'm going to position it so you can see. Yeah, this one over here.
Oh,
so here we go. We're going to go so you can see that. How's that? Oh, yeah, I think you can see it. So you can see I'm starting with a whole bunch of colors. I'll angle it a little bit this way. And if I angle it this way, you can probably see that it is going to be a whale. Here's the head of the whale. My eyes are coming out. I haven't gotten there yet. And then there's a little baby whale next to the mama whale. But I can stick some of that.
Hear the ship's bell.
Further down. And then there's a tail. See, there's a whale's tail there. I haven't gotten all the way down. So I'm just getting started on it, but I have to say it was really
It's big.
fun. Yeah, it's going to be like 2 feet by 3 feet. So it's got more things that'll be showing up here. You'll see. I'll keep you posted on it, but I'm kind of.
I have to say that when you look at a project like that, you'd think Molly has a lot of time on her hands. In reality, she doesn't have a lot of time in her hands. However, the quality of the time that she has in the world of spinning and all kinds of things, it's like for me playing my concertina. It's just, it's quiet, settles down.
Yeah.
It's
very
fun
relaxing.
to watch Molly working on it.
It's my
She's
zen
so
thing.
intent. It's her meditation. It's her,
That's right. It
we
is.
Celebrate
it's lovely.
that. We can celebrate
Oh,
that.
Susan's here. Thank you. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice to have you join us. We missed you. Oh, all of you. We love you. Thank you for being here with us. What are we doing now? What are we doing?
We're talking about the signs of spring.
Oh,
March,
right. That's right.
which brings us to the
We've heard them.
concertina piece, right?
We've started to hear some spring birds. It's kind of, even as the snow is just starting to melt, which of course there's still plenty that needs melting around here. We started hearing some birds, and that was really fun. Are we going to do this one? Oh, I love this song. This is called Out on the Ocean. Are we looking forward to doing some boating or what?
I'm already dreaming. Already dreaming of boating. Yeah, there was a big boat. There's a 40-foot sailboat washed up on the beach within about
There was.
2,000 feet of here.
We took some
Broke from its mooring.
footage, and we'll be getting a video ready, but we just didn't have all the pieces ready yet. So, and we were busy. But
A lot went on. That storm was amazing, and as you know, with anything that goes on that's big in a community, it takes a while for us to really sort of survey all that went on.
But it was fun. We
Think
went out
about it.
the morning after it snowed a lot, so there were, we could see
We
it
went
pretty
out for a walk.
pristine.
Boy, did we shovel snow. Even though we had 12 inches of snow, a foot of snow, and drifting, there was a lot of shoveling.
There was a lot. And you know how the plows come by and then you've got 3 feet in front of your driveway.
That's right. That's a lot of shoveling.
But it was good exercise. It was fun.
All right, I think I'm going to start.
You're
with
going to start and then I'm going to
You're
join
gonna
you.
jump in with me, right?
Yeah, you go ahead and start.
great tune?
Isn't that a jolly little one? I
Oh,
like
man.
that.
Out on the ocean.
Well said. Well said. That's a good one. Put this back. Here we go.
Well, on this topic of swinging into spring, right? We're all into it, I know. I had a phone conversation with somebody yesterday who said, I've had it. I've had it with all the snow. I have had it. Poor lady. She said, I'd had it till she had had enough. She was said,
I'll toast to that.
This was really old. We're gonna do
Let's
some ginger
toast to
beer.
that.
Please get out your ginger beer. They'd had enough. She'd had enough.
Let's toast to
And
spring.
she was not short on words to describe how much she'd had enough. To you.
To you.
To Lloyd Montgomery.
Yay.
Joanne Rideout. All the folks
Susan,
out on the West
all you
Coast.
people.
All
We
our
love
friends
you.
nearby. Susan. All our friends. You folks are awesome. You helped us get through the storm.
Thank you so much. Yep, everybody. Thank you so much. We're glad you're here. Thank you.
So
And we're in for a treat.
I wrote a poem
Today. This afternoon. He's amazing.
Maybe we could dramatize it and say, oh, I wrote this poem 20 years ago. I dug it up today in the effort to try and capture some kind of an emotional connection between us and whatever.
Nah.
We like our fish fresh around here. We like our vegetables fresh from the garden. I mean, we've done old poems and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But we need some levity in tonight's show, so I'm going to, anyway. So this is a poem called In March, There is Warmth. I can feel you. The morning sun shines with new purpose. It soothes. It warms my spiritual cabin. The earliest birds have already arrived. They sing. Even though the ground is covered by ice and hardened snow, even though the dormant snowdrops, their blossoms remain hidden, even though the world is still rock-hard frozen, even though there is hardly a breath of warmth anywhere, I am feeling you. Spring. I am already thinking about you. Spring plantings, of spring grapevine pruning, of spring wishes, spring lists, and ahead, spring conversations. I can't put my finger on it entirely, but the air changed. It is March, eve of something different. Blowing snow, frozen ponds, and long, chilly nights still cling to the landscape, yet there is change. Change here. There is hope here. We long for spring.
Oh, I love that. I hadn't heard it. Aw.
I could have told him that I wrote it 20 years ago and dug
could have.
it out of an old box in the back.
I like that it's fresh because it's relevant. That's exactly what it is out there.
When we serve dinner around here, everything's fresh. Even the poems. Anyhow, I hope it inspires you. I hope you write your own
Yeah,
story.
write your own. What do
Share
you
your
see
own
out
story.
there? That's right.
I think one of the greatest gifts that we share together on this show is this connection that we all have together in poems, music,
We hope we
and stories.
inspire you to put
I
your
got to
thoughts
tell you
down.
a funny story. So, how many of you watch YouTube videos?
Of course. They're out there, right? Of course we
Yeah,
watch
you
them.
watch them, and there's all kinds of really cool things. It's modern day television. It's the new television. And you'll remember last week we did two songs, Whiskey Before Breakfast, and what was the other one?
And whiskey before,
Farewell to
Farewell
Whiskey.
to Whiskey.
So anyway, the topic of whiskey does come up around here.
That's really the only way.
I'm not going to send you the link and whatever, but I just want to cause you to pause to think about it. Is that I watched this short video put on by this wonderful fellow, had a British accent, and he was sitting there holding a glass of whiskey, talking about pulling back. You shouldn't all be drinking whiskey to the degree that you do. And he went through stories of growing up as a child not far from a tavern, watching people falling out of the place at the end of the day. And he was just such a lovable fellow, talking about the stories about people have a tough time, and he's speaking with compassion towards these people who stumble and fall.
And you told me he was saying it's really not good for you and blah blah blah.
Yeah, then he shifted into the whole idea is that amongst you all, you need to be attentive. Maybe there's a month where you won't have any whiskey. And if alcoholism is part of your family, maybe you should review that and think about it. Because it's this, he was just telling you what you and I all know, but it was endearing. It was an endearing story about whiskey and the overindulgence of it. And it could be harmful to you over time.
Absolutely.
Could shorten your life and create all kinds of issues for family members and whatever. And so all these things you know about. But anyhow, I couldn't watch the whole thing because he was repetitious, so I finished. Well, no sooner than I did that, as I'm bouncing around YouTube, the algorithms had done all their homework.
Uh-oh.
And ever since, every time I hit YouTube and look at it, there's another whiskey movie or a whiskey video or something that I could watch. Not making any judgment calls about it. I'm just saying to you, be careful what you hunt around with on YouTube, because it'll follow you for the rest of the day.
And those ones are trying to suck you into be partaking,
and
right?
Anyway, we're going to talk about it again the next time we do those 2 whiskey tunes, because we love the whiskey tunes and we love sobriety. We're okay with it. I have whiskey in this house and I haven't touched it in years. But the good news is, I warn you, be careful what you do on YouTube, because the algorithms will follow you. Don't do anything you don't want your family members to know about, because it shows up. But it really is, TV is different today than it was when I was growing up. 3 network channels, and they could care less what you were watching. But now, with YouTube, you're being watched, and if you find yourself down a rabbit hole, you're going to be a whole bunch of rabbits following right behind you.
Oh boy!
Anyway, that's my story of the day.
That's the story. And we're going to be singing our
we got a lot
song,
to tell
but wait,
people.
we do have
we got things to tell.
We do. We got an upcoming gig coming up this coming Sunday. We've been asked to provide some music for the Unitarian Church down the street here. And we're going to be doing that at 10 a.m. and
a week from today.
Couple of
10 a.m.
That's right, 10 a.m.
There's a Universalist gathering at 10 a.m.
We'll be there,
and
giving them a few songs.
we're providing the music that you folks hear us do all the time. But
and Mark also wanted to tell you about some noteworthy, or maybe not so noteworthy, activity in the sky, right?
Oh my gosh. This is Mark getting on his soapbox.
Okay.
Has anybody out there noticed that there are a lot of media attention telling you about the lineup of the planets?
Mm-hmm. I've
And that
seen it.
one of the key nights was February 28th.
Yes. And the picture that I saw was them all in just a line going across like this, and you could see the rings of Saturn just right with your naked eye
You
right
could see
there in the
you see Jupiter
drawing.
with its red spot. You could see it.
You
And they put it right above the sky.
right on the horizon, level with the horizon.
Be forewarned. You'll not
Fake
see
news.
that. It's not happening.
That's not the way it works.
That's not the way it works. It's not. It's overtly overblown story about the lineup of the planets, and it's egregious, because what happens, and you had somebody who went out there themselves trying to hunt it down, and unfortunately it was overcast. But the thing is that they raise your level of expectation to go outside and see Saturn glowing out the overhead, and that's not what's happening. It's not. And the thing is, it's really impossible to see this planetary lineup. If any one of you know anybody who has seen it, let me know, because it's actually, it's almost fake news. Because what happens is the planets are in a position around the solar system. There is a planetary lineup of some degree, but it's only Venus, Neptune, Saturn, Jupiter.
Mars.
No.
Not Mars.
Mars is not part of the story. No. These are the visual planets, and Neptune is invisible, so you can't see it. Saturn is so close to the horizon, you can barely see it.
Yeah.
You probably need binoculars to see it. Venus, if you go outside tomorrow night or in the week ahead, in the weeks ahead, you'll see Venus setting in the west. Soak it up. It's beautiful. It's a winter thing. And in the weeks ahead, the planet Jupiter, which is right now high above us all at night, in most cases, by the time we get in later spring, Jupiter and Saturn will appear as a pair. But we're not going to be seeing this lineup as Mars is in the morning sky, and it's so close to the sun you can't see it. It's not fair to people who are trying to follow astronomy. It's just not fair, because you create the expectation. People go out, they rearrange their lives so they go out to see something, and they can't find it. It's not happening in that way. It's not looking like that. And it's offensive to me. Now, and one thing that is happening on Tuesday morning,
you said
but
like
you won't
4-ish
see
in the
it,
morning or something?
is a lunar eclipse. And as much media attention as there may be, pay attention to the fact that you can't see it. The only people who are going to be able to witness this lunar eclipse are my friends on the West Coast. Tuesday morning.
That's good news for you.
3 o'clock in the morning is when the eclipse actually hits total. Who's out there by 3 in the morning? And at 3 to 4. The moon is in the shadow of the earth, and it turns red. And that's pretty cool. But if you're on the East Coast with us, don't bother looking at it, because the actual eclipse takes place
after sunrise, right?
After sunrise. So it's like,
won't see anything.
Anyway.
Yeah.
The problem with me is that I care for my friends. I don't want anybody to go outside and hurt themselves or put themselves at risk to look for something that they can't see. So the lunar eclipse that's coming up Tuesday morning is only for our friends on the West Coast.
So report back if you see it, but don't worry if you don't.
Anyhow, we love you all.
All right, we got some thank yous to say. First of all, is you guys. Thanks for being here. We're so happy that you're here. It always brings us joy, and we hope that it brings you joy to be here too. We thank our Patreon supporters, our Substack supporters. We couldn't do this without you. We got gear because of you, so thank you very much for helping us be able to actually physically do this. If you're tuning in and wonder, oh shoot, how could I see that show I might have missed last week? Go to the Mark Allen Lovewell Facebook. No, I mean the YouTube channel. YouTube channel.
On YouTube, look up Mark Allen Lovewell, and
You'll
see a
find 'em all.
listing of all the hundreds of videos that Molly and I have done together with the
That's
help
right.
of Brad.
That's right. So you can look there, or if you want to go to your local cable access station in Salem, Oregon, CCM, or MVTV here on the island, you can do that. And there's also podcasts that Brad Wortman does for us for the Fisher Poetry Archive. Go to Fisher Poetry Archive website and look up all the wonderful Fisher poets there as well, and all kinds of material he has just collected over many, many years. And he's got podcasts of our stuff too. So thank you. All of those things we say a good thank
It's
you.
a real help for you to follow us. It's a real help for you to help us with Patreon, or even get our newsletter. You know, this is a real story. This is a real story of people.
And I got a question for you too. Susan wants to know which direction she should face. She's on the West Coast. Which direction should she face to look if it's a clear night?
All right, so here's the scoop. For those of you on the West Coast who are watching the lunar eclipse, it'll
3:04
be in the
a.m.
morning. It's in the morning, 3 in the morning. Look in the west, southwestern sky, because the moon will spend the whole night up, and you'll watch the moon rise at sunset. The moon will go way up and then start setting.
Hey, cool.
And if you're on the West Coast, there'll be a lot of media attention about the actual times of it, but it will be. You'll go outside. Here's the good news. You know, on if you're out Tuesday morning, the 3rd, go out at midnight. Go look where the moon is. Go out again at 3 o'clock, and you won't be that far away. I mean, it'll be have moved a considerable amount away, but you'll have a sense of your orientation, and look in the southwestern sky. At sunrise, the moon is setting in the west. At sunrise, the moon is setting in the west.
There you go. I think Susan's going to be able to see it.
About full moon, because it happens only when there's a full moon. When the sun sets in the west, the full moon is rising in the east.
Isn't that
Remember that you can take that fact to the bank. And Mark will never lie to you. The full moon rises in the east when the sun sets. Full moon. That's what it is. Tuesday morning.
All right, cool. Well, Susan, you'll have to let us know if you see it. We'll want a full report. So,
yeah,
awesome.
You can actually leave a message on our Sunday at Sea group. We have a Sunday at Sea group
That's
on
right.
Facebook.
Well, we've got also a little note here from Shelley, who's playing along. And yes, you're right now, capo up too to play along on this one too.
And I have a drop D tuning. So.
Drop T tuning. There you go. Ooh, another fact. Rolling home. Ready? Let's do it.
How are we doing on time? Oh, we're good.
We're doing perfect.
Call all hands.
To man the capstan. See the cable running clear. Heave away. And with the wheelboards for New England, we do steer. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear New England. Rolling home, near God to thee.
Fare thee well, ye Spanish maiden. It is time to bid adieu. Happy time we've spent together. happy times we've spent with you. Rolling home,
Rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear New England. Rolling home, near God to thee. Round Cape Horn, one frosty morning, and the sails were full of snow. Tighten those sheets and pulling those halyards. Let her off and let her go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear New England. Rolling home, near God to thee.
One more verse.
One more.
Over here.
Over there. Many thousand miles behind us. Many thousand miles to go. The ocean lifts her waves to bring us to that well-remembered shore. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home
To Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard. Rolling home,
Near
dear
God
God
to
to
thee.
thee.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you for sitting in with my banter.
Yeah, we got a few comments. People like to learn new things.
We'll share those things. I love talking about our skies and our ocean.
Yeah, and everybody likes it too. Oh, thank you for all the hearts. We love you too. Thank you so much. Come back and join us again next week and have a good week, a safe week, everybody.
Yeah.
We love you and we'll see you soon. Bye. All right, hold on. Let me get over here. Ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.